Hello everyone, it's me, number 45. This is another in a series of short videos about the secret history of the UFO subject. Let's get into it. The year 1961, President Kennedy is preparing for his inaugural address. Those around him tell him he needs a big, inspiring project to talk about. Someone suggests the moon. Kennedy likes it. On his big day, as the world listens, the president announces to the American people that he wants to see a man on the moon before the end of the decade. The speechwriters had no idea he was going to say that. Although innocent in its conception, this mandate enabled those in charge to funnel vast amounts of money into black projects and conceal the real space program from the American people. A similar program in the Soviet Union served the same purpose. In fact, a joint alien, United States and Soviet Union base already existed on the moon at the very moment Kennedy spoke the words. On May 22, 1962, a space probe landed on Mars and confirmed the existence of an environment which could support life. Not long afterward, the construction of a colony on the planet Mars began in earnest. Today, cities exist on Mars populated by specially selected people from different cultures and occupations, taken from all over the Earth. At first, there was only one city on Mars, but because of the need for genetic diversity, other cities have since been constructed on the planet. There is a public charade of antagonism between the Soviet Union and the United States, which has been maintained over all these years in order to fund projects in the name of national defense. When in fact, we are the closest allies. Both countries have walk-in closets the size of aircraft carriers full of alien artifacts collected from planets all over our solar system. At some point, President Kennedy discovered portions of the truth concerning the drugs and the aliens. President Kennedy was not a member of the Council on Foreign Relations and knew nothing of Alternative 2 or Alternative 3. Internationally, the operations were supervised by an executive committee known as the Policy Committee. In the United States, they were supervised by MJ-12, and in the Soviet Union by its sister organization. President Kennedy's decision struck fear into the hearts of those in charge. His assassination was ordered by the Policy Committee, and the order was carried out by agents of MJ-12 in Dallas. When Kennedy was shot, there were exactly 48 hours of computing time left on the mainframe computer at Cape Canaveral Tracking Station. The tracking station computers were flown to a secure site in Utah after midnight and loaded onto the back of a C-5 Galaxy transport plane bound for Nevada. The bodies of Lee Harvey Oswald and Jack Ruby were secretly taken aboard the aircraft carrier USS Thunderchild for cremation. Both bodies were reduced to ash and tossed into the ocean. No physical evidence remains of either man. The incident was concealed with massive amounts of misinformation. It has never been solved. Years later, the CIA's Deputy Director for Plans, Richard Helms, destroyed the agency's hard copy records concerning the assassination by burning them in a CIA incinerator. Helms later admitted to the crime and added that he had also destroyed some documents pertaining to MK-Ultra. Incidentally, the CIA has no jurisdiction over the assassination of a sitting president. That is the responsibility of the military-industrial complex, or the so-called deep state. As far as the astronauts are concerned, they do know that there are aliens visiting this planet, but they aren't supposed to talk about it. Neil Armstrong's famous quote, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," was almost not spoken at all. It was added to his list of things to say just moments before liftoff. And don't forget Buzz Aldrin's famous quote, "Space is truly hostile, but also beautiful. It's very hard to describe." These quotes were also added to his list of things to say just moments before liftoff. There are more videos available. Check out the playlist on my channel. As always, thanks for watching. The best way to support my work is to become a member on a platform. You will get to see videos early and even have your name listed here along with these other supporters. Thanks for watching.